The black boy should have minded his business. Stuff like that makes no sense. It don't matter about minding your business. He was just saying, make sure you wait. You didn't have to respond at all. It wasn't like he was standing there repeating it over and over and over. He just said it one time and he went about his business. You pulled the gun off because you must have got tired of somebody else telling you to put the mask on. But, I always tell people know the right ones to do shit with and who not to do shit with. It's like they have a way of reading you to decide on what to do. Because nobody has pulled a gun on me and has not eaten a bullet yet. I don't wish nobody to pull a gun. If you're gonna pull it, you gotta use it. Don't be showing it off. Because never pull it again. I just don't believe in nonsense. But with this city and this saturation of nonsense that's just ongoing, it just doesn't stop. When you gonna let it loose? Just can't let it loose. But I ain't gonna talk your head off. Let's go to the Black History Minute. Who we got today, Green? Somebody good.
Today's Black History Minute. Well, today's Black History Minute is Nat Turner. Nat Turner was renewed African American known for leading the 1831 slave rebellion to free blacks in Southampton County, Virginia, after being subject to slave himself. He started the revolts among black slave followers to be free their brothers on several plantations. They gained more arms and horses with each red on plantation. Afterwards, they were accused of 50 white civilian deaths, and the Virginia litigation began to target free blacks as well, with a colorization bill among their freedom once again, with sale and relocation. For rage and fear of the uprising, white Americans troops and attacked the blacks, resulting over 150 deaths regarding and their involvement in the slave rebellion. Now, Turner, this is your Black History Minute. Jeez.
All right, what's new in Baltimore?
Okay, I'm going to give you stories of what's new in Baltimore, starting with Amazon is opening up another location in Harford County. This location is a sort center. Basically, they sort the packages from the other trucks, and also is a packaging center which also package the stuff that needs to go out. Like I said, Amazon is also opening up one at White Marsh too as well. New employees to sign up, they will have a $1,000 sign-on bonus for full-timers, and for part-timers, it will be a $250 or $500 bonus to sign up. Any more of that, you can basically go to www.amazonworkers.com for more information on that. Police are now a search for a Baltimore man who was admitting to stab another man in the bathtub. I kid you not. A Baltimore man has confessed a fatally stabbing a man in a bathtub. Baltimore police said. Police said just before 7 p.m. Monday, officers responded to the 200 block of South Bedell Court for a report cutting. Upon several arrivals, officers are located the 39-year-old man, John Neville, in a tub, suffering for several stab wounds. Neville has been transported to Johns Hopkins, where he's pronounced dead shortly time later. The officers spoke to 36-year-old Eric Nash, who was still on the scene, and confessed to stabbing Neville. The altercation of the stabbing was one of the people. Nash was on central booking, pronounced without bail, and the dispute was started over something stupid. Announced on weed. Yes, the stabbing was over weed, and basically the guy confessed. He announced without bail. He's charged with first-degree murder and for killing the man over weed. How stupid. Baltimore, no. Police identified a man killed by officers for an alleged shootout. Baltimore police have identified a man who was fatally shot by authorities after allegedly firing at plainclothes officers. Officers said 25-year-old Rodney Upkins was shot later this morning after a dispute with plainclothes officers who was under surveillance. He said one of the officers was in plain clothes, walking around. He got agitated with one of the cops and started firing at them. And also the cops basically retired back, and now he's at jail. And that is that. Let me see. Baltimore SWAT team officer faced child pornography charges. Let me load this picture up. Baltimore SWAT officer is facing child pornography charges, accused of child sex abuse, and now is facing charges of possession of child pornography. The Harford County Court Grand Jury had a 10 counts of child pornography possession to child abuse, sexual abuse against Donald P. Hansfeld, who was 50 years old. The attorney said his state attorney, Albert Pessner, confirmed that the incident, the indictment, will return on Tuesday. Last month, Holt was charged with 4 counts, including sexual abuse of a minor, first-degree sexual offense, and second-degree assault. And officer date is scheduled for October 16th, but charges were filed on October 21st. Holt has been released under $30,000 bond, but was taken into custody for new charges this week. Police department said at this time additional charges that Hembrandt has been suspended without pay. He has been an officer since 2016, according to the department, and the attorney said he could not immediately be reached for comment to say anything. Wow, that's disgusting. A newly elected congressman shares his pain, his plan for neighborhood crippling and violence. Baltimore City elect Congressman James Trent walked the streets of Rosemount Tuesday night. It's a neighborhood in West Baltimore where some say they live with nonstop violence. When asked if he should be one of the city's leaders held accountable for the violence, the councilman said, yes, as next month it will be me. It's a good story. Turned sworn into office in December. He was representing the 7th District, replacing outgoing city councilman Leon Pinkett. As he walked through the streets of Rosemount, occasionally waving with some passerby people, he has announced that he will stop the ongoing violence with a plan for neighborhoods to come together and start doing active vision together. His plan is to get neighbors who care about the streets to come together in a neighborhood watch or a town hall meeting in different cities to stop the violence in a different way. He has pledged to every neighborhood that he will stop the continuing violence and that's on our streets. According to log of 911 calls reported by the city, in the past 2 years, there have been 445 minimum priority and high priority 911 calls in the area. Also include reports of gunfire. Terrorists known that will be the huge challenge of his career to take that, but he's willing to save the city no matter what. And that's it. I want to see what time I got right now. So I gotta be on schedule for this. Let me see what time I have for this. No. Wednesday. Nope, still on time, still on schedule. Baltimore City schools evacuated due to levels of carbon monoxide poisoning in the events. Excuse me. City school has been evacuated due to elevated carbon dioxide levels. According to Baltimore City Firefighters Union, all of Franklin Square Elementary Middle School has been evacuated for safety. The Baltimore City Firefighters Union also says they are looking to see what caused the carbon monoxide in the schools, and is looking for more investigation on how to stop this from happening. Also, Baltimore City School is also having the same thing